we're going to talk about why you should celebrate being rejected. All right? I know some of you guys out there, it hurts to be rejected when you approach a woman. It hurts to be told you're not good enough without being told you're not good enough, because that's exactly how people feel when they're rejected. But today, I'm going to talk about why you should celebrate being rejected. Stay tuned. See you in 8 seconds.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Okay, welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the like button at the end, press the subscribe button, and press the notifications button. All right, let's get started. Today, we're going to be talking about why you should celebrate being rejected. All right? You shouldn't feel so down on yourself. Realize rejection is a common way of life. It's a common way of dating. But there's more benefits to being rejected than it is actually not being rejected. And I'm going to go ahead and break that down to you. And we're going to start off. First, you dodged the bullet. That's the first thing that you have to understand, is that you have dodged the bullet, all right? And the reason why you've dodged the bullet is because you'd rather a woman reject you immediately than to use you because she needs gratification or because she feels low because of what the last guy did to her. So you have to understand that when a woman rejects you, she's really at her highest peak. A lot of beta males grab women when they're at their lowest, and then they put the women at their highest level. Once the woman gets to her highest level, that's when she starts cheating. That's when she starts having the mood swings. That's when she starts finding ways to connive and manipulate the man because she never liked him at the beginning. That's the thing about women. You actually want to meet them when they're the most confident, because you get to see who they really are. When a woman is at her lowest, you don't see who she really is because she's in survival mode. And I've always told you guys about this. When a woman's in survival mode, she thinks totally different than she does whenever she is actually steady. So understand, you're dodging a bullet because you're catching her at her peak. All right? Next, it's going to make you tougher. All right? You don't understand this until you start taking that red pill knowledge, till you start absorbing that red pill knowledge. That's the only time that you're going to understand that being rejected actually makes you tougher. A lot of guys that did not get women in high school and early college, they're the guys that grow up to be the most red pill and get the most women at the end of the day and later in life, because it made them tougher. They wasn't scared of rejection. You have a lot of guys out there, right, that are the high school stud that get all the women. Then after high school, they turn into be nothing. And you look at them like, man, in high school, you was the man. What happened to you? Now he can't get any women. You want to know why? Because he was giving women easily. But what he didn't do, he didn't upgrade himself. It happens with women too, where you get the glory of the opposite sex, but you feel like you don't need to do anything to keep them. So you don't keep your body in shape as you get older. You don't go work out as you get older. You don't pay attention to watching your money growth until you get older. And the reason for that is because you were getting women at such an early age that you felt like you had to do nothing. But the other guy that's constantly being rejected, he's constantly working on, all right, let me focus on the money instead of women. Let me focus on my education instead of women. He starts focusing on bettering his life versus with women because he's afraid of being rejected. That's typically what happens, but it makes you tougher. Every time that you're rejected, you become tougher and you start preparing to better yourself. Next, it makes you really think about what you want out of a woman. It makes you think about what you want out of life. See, if you keep aiming for certain type of girls and you're not getting a response from it, you'll start thinking like, all right, maybe I should try a different type of girl. Maybe I should switch my crowd. Maybe I should switch my approach. Maybe I should switch what I want. Maybe what I'm going for is something that I don't need. After enough rejections, those are the thoughts that are going to come through your head. That's what's going to help you start figuring out who you are, it'll help you to learn your style of dating, your style of woman that you're supposed to be with. And that's the most important thing in life when it comes to dating and it comes to relationship. You must understand the type of girl and the mindset that fits you, not the one that can physically enhance you to other women, but you don't physically get enhanced. The woman doesn't enhance you. She just makes more guys want to sleep with her. And you think you're the man. You think this beautiful woman that you have has made you look better. No, that beautiful woman made you look like a clown, because the more you think she's enhancing you, the more other girls are going to look around like he's being used. So what you have to understand is that's what you're going to have in a lot of relationships. But the guy that's constantly getting rejected, you may learn to date the girl that may not be as pretty, but she treats you like a queen. A lot of beta guys are not going to understand that when they start getting these women and they think that they've earned these women, when that's not true. So celebrate being rejected, because a lot of guys that get the women are actually going to get used. But by you being rejected, you'll learn to spot out the girl that may be right for you, which is typically, she may not be the best looking girl in the world, but it's up to you to fix her up. Next, it makes you less scary. Now, what I mean by it makes you less scary is that a lot of guys get a name for being a dog. When you're the guy that's getting rejected, you don't get the name of being a dog. But you have to understand, that's only gonna work in your earlier teens. As you get older as an adult and people start separating and moving around in life, women don't know who the dogs are, and guys don't know who the whores are, because you're not in high school anymore. You may be able to go to the gym and analyze them, but for the most part, a lot of people are not going to know who the whores are, because a lot of people develop a camouflage within themselves. That's how it is with women. Women develop that camouflage. It's the same thing with you. You're going to be less scary because you're not going to have a name. You're not going to be known as the a-hole. You're not going to be known as the guy that plays women. So now the people that think that you're nice are actually looking at you as being more approachable, but through your toughness and knowledge, you can see their game from a mile away, and it helps you from being used. Rejection benefits you in a lot of ways, and it helps you better yourself as a person. But one thing that it will do is make you less scary of a person, because people won't look at you as being alpha. They'll look at you as being beta, but they don't understand that your knowledge that you've gained is making you more alpha. So you're not scary, but you're going to gain the power over other people, because they're going to think you weak, but you're going to control them when you start showing a strong mindset. Next, you realize that you didn't need her. All right? In a lot of cases, when you realize that you don't need a woman, it's because your infatuation has dropped for her. So some people be like, oh, I didn't want him anyway. You're right. You wanted her too easy, or she wanted that man too easy. But when you reject it, you're going to realize I didn't need her. What you have to realize is because you were only infatuated with her. So when she rejected you, you lost interest in her. That's what a lot of guys have to understand. You do not even need these women that are out here. Women need you. But you guys are running around here acting like you need the woman. Think about it. If you was to leave women by themselves with no man to control, you know what they're going to do? They're going to fight and kill each other. Women need men to be around for something, whether it's beta male or whether it's alpha male. They need some type of man around at all times to balance them out. Women cannot be around women for too long without a cat fight. So what you have to understand, and as you get older, women are going to need you way more than you're going to need a woman, because at the end of the day, to be honest, like to be extremely honest, to be honest, a man only needs sex and food from a woman. A man has to be able to teach the woman he's with the plan that they're on, and guide her brain to focusing on the plan that he has for her and him, so she can start gaining more knowledge on the dream that both of them are supposed to be chasing. That's what we don't have now. We have men and women both chasing separate dreams in life that they can't even give advice to each other. But when it comes to a woman ain't really looking at advice, how to do things. She actually wants you to put it on a silver platter for her. So the guys that can put that on the silver platter for a woman is typically the guy that's gonna allow that woman to advance, and the woman thinks that she's getting ahead with her brain and she's not. See, during this pandemic, women are gonna realize exactly how smart or how dumb they are. A lot of women are gonna become weak because they're not surrounded by they're not surrounded by a lot of beta males now to help give them the gratification they're seeking. They can go online, but let me tell you what's getting ready to happen with online. People are gonna become saturated to it. It's done. They're gonna become very desensitized to it. They're gonna wake up one day and people are gonna be looking at Instagram models and they're gonna be saying, you know what, man, I'm sick of looking at this. Boo-hoo, there go another naked girl. Boo-hoo, there go another girl with a fat booty. Boo-hoo, there go a girl with some titties. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. We're becoming so desensitized to that, right? That's what women don't get. Women think that they're gonna be able to just show their booty and act like this and guys are gonna forever go for it. No, guys kept going for it when women covered up and it kept mystery to her. Nowadays, there's no mystery to a woman. All of them are freaky. All of them giving head. All of them taking it in the booty. All of them are doing all the freak nasty stuff that's in the pornos. What's next? You know what's next? They still need a man, but you don't need her. Because all you need is your hand and your fantasy, and that can take you far. But her masturbation doesn't last that long because she still needs testosterone to touch her body. And this is why you should celebrate being rejected. Because there's more benefits to being rejected that you learn from life than it is for you to actually get the woman and fall from grace later down the road. That's what a lot of beta males that go out and get the money do. You draw the woman in, you get her easy, but she plays you, she take you to divorce court, she take all your money, and she cheat on you. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully I was able to deliver the message. My Patreon, get the videos a couple days before they come to YouTube, all right? So if you want to watch early access, go to my Patreon. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hasta la vista.